Hello everyone, it's Sean from Sean's Toy Room, and I'm here today to show the Star Wars toy haul from the summer, which includes the 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi figures, and everything else that I picked up that wasn't 40th anniversary but was a missing link in my collection, like the Cloud City Guard, which I need for the Cloud City playset. So I will put you down on the table and we'll get to it. Be right back. Alright, I had to get this far back from the table to show you all of them. And that's not quite all of them. I have the small figures in front, the big figures in the back. We'll go through them one by one. Including another 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi figure. And the Boba Fett Tusken Raider figure as he first appeared in the Book of Boba Fett, which I think is my only figure of that line. So we'll just start from the beginning, and I'm going to move the boxes that are in the way of the Star Wars shelf so I can put these on the shelf as we go through them. Alright, I'm back. So, Star Wars shelf has no obstruction. It's ready for the tall figures. And we'll just start from the first one on the left, which is the Empire Strikes Back Bespin Guard figure. So he is going to have to go up with the Cloud City playset. So I might as well just put him right... One moment here. Bookmark on the top. Figure right there. So there's how the Cloud City playset looks as of today, September 13th. Friday, September 15th is when I upload everything. Then you get into Return of the Jedi. So you have Princess Leia in her bounty hunter outfit. You have Han Solo in his Endor outfit, retro collection. So there's another reason not to open him, because he's not just a 40-year figure, he's retro as well. Expanded Universe figure of an Old Republic trooper. Now that's one that can go on the shelf because I don't have to keep it unopened. So he's now there right in front of the Phantom Menace figures. Okay, so what else have we got here? Now you can see the whole bunch of Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back figures that I can open. Most of those, except the Retro Collection one on the far right, will be opened. Because I want to make my construct shelves. Oh, speaking of loose figures, put them at the top of the MISC shelf right now. So you have 2 Anakins, 2 Qui-Gons, Obi-Wan, Mace Windu, oh, with his purple saber, Mace Windu, and Anakin. Alright, so, oh, well, I guess I'm going to have to go from right to left, aren't I, because of how I stacked them. So you have the carbonized Moff Gideon. You have the vintage comic art Boba Fett. You have the Boba Fett comic art edition. I guess he's not vintage, but he is a different style. Just says Boba Fett. Okay, that must be. You have Cal Kestis from Jedi Survivor. He's the one that comes with the droid on his back at all times, and I believe there is the droid right there. Again, another figure I can open because he's not an anniversary figure. Of course, anyone watching in the comments, if I come across a figure that's rare and don't want to open it, let me know. The Force Unleashed Stormtrooper Commander. And the Expanded Universe Starkiller figure. So this is a figure that A, I will probably keep in his package, and B, try to find a protector case for him. Then you have Return of the Jedi Darth Vader without mask. But he has the option of A, having his hand reattached, and B, having his mask put in place. It comes in 2 different sections. You have Admiral Piet from Return of the Jedi. There you go. Okay. Try to set this properly here. To detach the tripod. It's getting in the way. Not enough room on the table. At least not until I put the figures where they should go. So you have a Retro Collection Luke with his glove, which is strange because look at the card back. He's not holding his glove. He hasn't been shot in the hand yet. You have Return of the Jedi Bunker Han Solo. You have the Scout Trooper, but not from Star Wars, from Jedi Fallen Order. And you can see the other figures you get in that line right here. Then you have Cassian Andor. Now this one has come off his card back, so he's practically going to be opened. So just give me a moment. I'll open him now. All right, there we are. There's the figure. There's the card back picture of him. So he is going to go. Card back goes in the card back box. I am going to put him. I'm going to put him there. Just for now. Got to make the best use of the figures while I can. And the space until I build those construct shelves. Okay, and the last one, the one that's going to stay in his package, at least for now, is the military figure. And you can see the other 8, well, all 8 figures that you get in his line. Okay, so that is all for the small figures. I'm going to put them on their shelf and I'll be back. You see what I've had to resort to for the carded figures, but until I get around to opening them, that's all I can really do. But don't worry, there should be enough room to put all these 6-inch figures on the bottom shelf. So now we'll go over them one by one. So, you've got Ahsoka, who I'm not going to open, because number one, she's the only Mandalorian and she looks so fancy. And see her card art, it's just her. All right, and then you have the George Lucas 50th Anniversary Lucasfilm figure. Again, anniversary figure, don't open him. And you can see him there with a Stormtrooper costume. Interesting. And there you go. And then you have the Princess Leia 40th Anniversary Return of the Jedi in her robes. It's a lot more like Leia that way. Lando Calrissian in his Jabba the Hutt disguise. Han Solo, and this one does look a bit more like Harrison Ford than the actual figure. And you can see the other figures in the line, so I think I have almost everybody now. You have Boba Fett, of course. Again, you keep him carded nearly forever. You have Emperor Palpatine with his cane. Now look at this. You got some other figures in the 40th anniversary line, so I don't know how many. You've got a Biker Scout figure. Again, shows the line you find them in. You've got a somewhat chromy looking Admiral Akbar, at least the figure is, and look, there you go. There you go. It's kind of difficult to see him. And that's not all, is the 40th anniversary Pablo figure, the Boba Fett Tusken figure, and you can see the other figures that come with him, so eventually, as I find them, perhaps at the September 30th Ottawa Toy Show. And the smaller Black Series Chewbacca figure. And he should fit right in front of Grand Admiral Thrawn, right there on the Black Series shelf. So, now to put these figures away. Well, I wouldn't have believed it, but there you go. 2 levels deep, but all the figures are on the shelf. So that shelf is now full, so the only way to fill this shelf up is to have more prequel figures. There you go, the updated best wide-angle picture of the Star Wars shelf as it stands now. right there. Good. That can be cropped later. There. So that's the Star Wars collection. That's the loose figures of the Star Wars. And that's all for this week. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do next week. Probably open up some more Motu Origins, because I'd really like to complete this shelf and create the room. And then the only thing left to open is open up the Star Wars figures, starting with that guard up there. And actually, I'm going to move Andor to a more prominent location. I know he's not in the right place based on the timeline, but there he is beside Qui-Gon. I guess they were both rebels in a way. So, that's all for now, and we will see you here next time. Bye-bye.